Hello, I'm Zan and it's Monday here on Diary of a Gender Fluid. I've been really busy lately. I just helped my date mate move into an apartment. I know the channel has been really inactive lately, but we all have a lot of stuff going on. And I'm really sorry if you can hear a bunch of people yelling in the background. The dorms are very loud, and the people 2 doors down always play very loud music and yell pretty much 24/7. So they're doing that right now. Okay, so I've been saying LGBTQIA+, in these videos because I don't want to offend anybody, but I don't say that whole long string in real life. At my university, we say queer as an umbrella term. I know that it used to be a slur, but it has been reclaimed by the community, and not everybody has reclaimed it. I personally use the word queer. Everybody at my university uses the word queer. If you don't feel comfortable using the word queer, that is totally fine, but I'm going to be using it in this video because that's the word I actually use in real life. Today I'm going to talk about being queer at college, at university. I go to a university that is... They are yelling so loud. Maybe if I shove something on the crack at the bottom of the door. I don't know, maybe that will help. We'll see. Anyway, where was I? So I go to a university in the United States of America, in the Midwest specifically, and I come from a small, white, conservative, heteronormative town. There's pretty much no diversity. I think there were 4 people in the GSA. I personally was not even in the GSA because it was just not a very safe place to come out, so very few people did. But now that I'm in college, I'm still in a town that is mostly conservative, but on the college campus itself, there's a lot of diversity, a lot of liberal ideas, and generally a lot less hatred. It's still definitely there, but I feel safe enough to walk around holding my date mate's hand. So that is definitely a good thing. I have had slurs yelled at me on campus. Last year, when I was a freshman, I was in my dorm building. I had left my dorm room to walk down the hallway and go to the bathroom, and some people yelled words like dyke and stuff. I guess it was just surprise.
I have that at 150. That's besides the point, right? Fuck out. That's what I want. I'm a big boy now. I'm a big boy here.
Right, okay. I guess it was just surprising to me because it was the first time I had had a slur yelled at me. Since then, I've had words like faggot yelled as I walking down the street. It's obviously not a good time. I don't like it, but it's not that bad because nobody has tried to physically attack me. Nobody has tried to basically do anything but use words to make me feel bad, and honestly, my friends and I just kind of laugh it off a little bit. Like, when we heard someone yell, faggot, we just looked at each other and we were like, are they talking to us? Whatever. Just went on our way. Something you do have to be careful about at university, at least at my university, is that they talk about how they're so accepting of diversity, and they talk about how the professors have been through training in order to be able to handle diverse topics and diverse students. But many of them were trained like 30 years ago or not at all, and they don't know anything about it. And I often find myself learning things in my classes that are blatantly incorrect about gender, sex, sexual orientation. They're teaching us things that are definitely 100% false. And it's difficult to write down in your notes false information that you know is false. So often I'll put a little note next to it saying, not true, but pretend for the class. Like today in anthropology, when my professor was talking about how studying bones can only tell so much, sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't when you're trying to figure out what sex the person is, and he's like, well, there's only two sexes, so it's a 50-50 chance that you're gonna get it right. But the thing is, there's more than two sexes. There are also intersex people. And so I wonder if maybe that's where some of the confusion comes in, where like the pelvis and the skull are telling you two different things, male, female, or, things like that, where they just cannot identify the sex. I don't know why they wouldn't look into the fact that some people are intersex. So that was today's thing. I just wrote in my notes, only two sexes. Incorrect, but pretend for this class. Often I'll be in classes where they'll be confusing sex and gender. They'll be confusing even things like race and ethnicity. They'll be just getting things wrong that they shouldn't be getting wrong. And it's difficult to get yourself to write down the wrong information, to answer the exams with the wrong information, to talk about how there's only gay people and straight people, and sometimes bisexual people, but nobody else exists. And honestly, it is so annoying to have to learn all of this untrue information. And sometimes you can bring up the truth.